I am Khalid Aba-Alkhail, Saudi national practicing medical doctor in the cardiac surgery program at the University of Ottawa. As appointed by the group to be the spokesperson, my role would include sharing with you a briefing about some of the group experiences at the University of Ottawa. At the beginning, I would like to point out that it is not a pleasure for me or for the other colleagues to stand here today. It is not only difficult and stressful, but it's also, there is a possibility of negative consequences for this stand, but we are compelled to stand for our rights. I will start by giving you some briefing about Dr. Manal Al-Saigh, which is there. Dr. Manal is a practicing medical doctor in the Cardiac Surgery Residency Program at the University of Ottawa. Dr. Manal is a Saudi woman who came to Canada in 2003. Dr. Manal came in 2003 away from her family, investing in her life by doing post-graduation medical residency in the specialty of cardiac surgery. From 2003 till now, Dr. Manal lost her father, then she lost her mother in a car accident here in Ottawa. A mother who initially came here to Canada to support her daughter from the ongoing unfair and discriminatory treatment from several faculty members at the University of Ottawa. Dr. Manal was threatened in her first week of residency directly by the chief of the division, Dr. Thierry Messana, that she will not going to continue in this program, that she will be dismissed even if she got to the 4th year of her residency, even if she successfully get to the 4th year of her residency. Without justifying any reason to that, if any reason can justify what he said. Dr. Messana, the chief of the cardiac surgery program, again threatened and intimidated Dr. Manal Al-Saigh at different points during one of the teaching day, academic teaching day, in front of all her colleagues. She said that he will send her to the jail. He said that she is going to fail her exam, again, without giving any justification, if there is any justification. Not only that, Dr. Fraser Rubin, the program director of the cardiac surgery program, in his turn, kicked Dr. Manal Al-Saigh September 16, 2009, in front of all her colleagues on the academic day, without giving any reason, and I'm not sure if there's any reason to justify that. Dr. Manal also forced, in 2006, to sign a document as the only way for her to continue her trainee in cardiac surgery program at the University of Ottawa. This document was explained by Dr. Fraser Rubin, the program director of the cardiac surgery program, that she cannot appeal, that she cannot raise any concern or to seek help from any third party. She is also not allowed to complain to the Royal College. Dr. Manal is still struggling to repair the damages and to regain her employment and career at the University of Ottawa. Now I will speak about Dr. Waleed AlGhaithy. Dr. Waleed AlGhaithy, who you met at the beginning of this press conference. Dr. Waleed is a practicing medical doctor at the Neurosurgery Program at the University of Ottawa. Dr. Waleed substantially completed his training. Waleed was maintained an outstanding academic record, culminating in the program recommendations that he will be allowed to write his specialty exam, which is the final exam, 1 year earlier than all the other residents. Okay? The exemption of this 1 year will give a very insight what level of education Waleed has. Such a recommendation is very rare and is an evidence of outstanding promise. Despite this, when Waleed asserted his right to be free of discrimination and to file a discriminations complaint within the university process, within the university procedure, against one of its faculty member, Dr. Eve Tsai, He was subjected to excessive monitoring and unproportionate blame that end with a premature, unfair dismissal from the program. Why Waleed was dismissed? The answer might be in an email sent from the chair of the Neurosurgery Program, Dr. Richard Moulton, to the Associate Dean, Dr. Paul Brock. Dr. Paul Brock is the Postgraduate Medical Education Associate. Dr. James Worthington. Dr. James Worthington, he is the VP Medical Affairs of the TOH. This email was in July 11, 2009, which include, if this complaint against Eve is dismissed, there are going to have to be some significant consequences for the involved parties between two brackets, dismissal, suspension, or we are going to be facing this ad infinitum. Not only that, recently there were new emails leaks that show Dr. Waleed was specifically targeted to make an example by the same group of the faculty members, but maybe higher authority involved this time. Welcome to the University of Ottawa. Now, I would end this briefing with some of my own experiences. I graduated from McMaster Medical School, 2005. I worked a full year as a research fellow at the University of Toronto. Then I started my cardiac residency program in Ottawa, at the University of Ottawa in 2006. Since I enrolled into the cardiac surgery program at the University of Ottawa, I started to notice some differences as a foreigner doctor. I was actually experienced like 3 universities, McMaster, Toronto, and now Ottawa. I was subjected to unfair treatment in the form of frequent, repetitive deviation from the university's own policy since the start of this program. I was also subjected to inappropriate and discriminatory behavior from some of the faculty members, which I only noticed, unfortunately, at the University of Ottawa. Hence, I appealed such an unfair treatment. Although my appeal was ultimately successful, it was not without a price. It took the university 814 days, more than 2 years, to resolve my appeal when it is policy clearly stated that the matter needs to resolve without 21 days, not 814 days. The consequences of such extraordinary delay were numerous in my family, career, and life, not to mention the economic burden. In June 2009, I filed a civil lawsuit against the university and some of its faculty members, perhaps believing that I am in a real first world society where anyone has the right to seek fairness. This is Canada. To the contrary, the consequences were unbelievable. In June 30th, 2010, I was called into a meeting with a panel of high authorities, including Senator Wilbert Keogh, Dr. Paul Brock, the Associate Dean of the Postgrad Medical Education, Dr. James Worthington, the VP Medical Affairs of the TOH, Dr. Thierry Messana, the Chief of the Cardiac Surgery Program at the University of Ottawa, Dr. Fraser Rubin, the Program Director of the Cardiac Surgery Program at the University of Ottawa, and others. During that meeting, I was intimidated, threatened to drop my lawsuit, which I did eventually due to the serious consequences and to the direct threat against my career, which could also affect the future of my family. Overall, we are a group of non-Canadian medical doctors that have been subjected to unfair and discriminatory treatment by the high authorities, faculty member at the university, of Ottawa in the form of inappropriate, explicit, discriminatory behavior, frequently and repetitive violation of the university's own policy and procedure, unfair treatment following filing our human rights complaint that amount to retaliation, enormous negative consequences that have included lengthy dismissal from the program and removal from our jobs as unjustified reprisal for standing for our rights. For this reason, and many more, we have filed the complaint to the Human Rights. Now, and from this stage, from this location, we would like to thank everyone attending here. We would like also to announce to those powerful individuals who harmed us and those who condemned this harm that this is Canada, and that we will always stand to our rights, our family, and to our future. We will do everything in our power to rectify these wrongs. Finally, we have seen how the university responded in 2008. We also have experienced how the university closed or chose to respond to our grievances in 2009, 2010, and 2011. But we don't know how many more of our colleagues will need to suffer in this way before the University of Ottawa stand to its responsibilities. We invited President Alan Rock to attend and to address response March 7 during the Senator meeting. The invitation it was given to him in person by the resident postgrad representative Joseph Hickey. I thank him for that. But he has chosen not to do so, and this is not a good sign. Thank you.